Welcome back. Welcome back. Another daily discussion. I'm still going. I'm still standing. I'm still strong, right? The discussion for today, and a lot of people might hate me for this, but I don't care. This election won't change anything for you. What the hell are you talking about this election? Just the fate of our nation rises. Shut the hell up. Kill that noise. I'm actually gonna sit down. Right. I'm gonna tell you exactly why this election ain't gonna change anything for you. First thing I'm gonna ask you is, how old are you? If you were born in the 90s or earlier, you should know better than anybody why this election is not going to change anything for you. How many times have we seen the same song and dance from all politicians? It doesn't matter who it is. It's always the same thing. I talked about this in another video, right? You don't get to select your president. You elect them. Select? What you talking about select? What you mean? We pick them? No, you don't. No, you don't. Before you get to vote for these people, they're handpicked and set in front of you. Like an all-you-can-eat buffet. You get 4 or 5 clowns or however many they got this year or next year or whenever. You pick from these clowns, and out of these clowns, the one you like the most or dislike the least is the one you vote for. I'm going to tell you exactly who I'm voting for. Nobody. I don't vote. Why don't you vote? Many of our ancestors died for us to vote. They did. They did die for us to vote. But the fact of the matter is, your vote don't mean shit. I know that might be hard to believe. But trust me. If they can rig an election, if they can steal an election, we saw this in 2000 with President Bush. A stolen election. This ain't the first time it's happened. Right? We all know Donald Trump was supposed to win last time. Nobody ever really liked Joe Biden. Even the people who voted for him realized later on that they shouldn't have voted for him. And you think it's going to be any different with, what's her name? Harris? Get real. Get real. Y'all place so much importance on these people as if they were superheroes. As if they get in office, everything is going to change for the better. Black people. You remember when we was believing the same thing when Obama came out? Now, don't get me wrong. That was a historical moment. I voted. I voted that year, 2008, yeah. I voted that year, most definitely, right? Fucking powder. I had to put some powder on. Look, right? It's always the same thing, man, when it comes to presidents. The last time it was something different, they killed the guy. John F. Kennedy, yeah, he actually was trying to change shit. Like, literally. Y'all saw what happened to him. Like, no disrespect, but they peeled his muffin cap back blue. Bruh. That was extremely graphic. I saw the footage. I wasn't alive at the time that happened in, like, I think the 60s or something like that. But yeah, the last president that tried to change things, yeah. So, right, we ain't had a president like that since. Now, you may think that Donald Trump is different or Kamala Harris is different. No, they can't be. And I'm going to tell you why. Now I'm ready to get up. I'm going to tell you why they can't be. Right? You go to work every day. You have a boss. Right? Your boss sees to it that you get paid for the time that you work. Right? His boss, or whoever, you know what I mean? There's a chain of command. Right? It's the same thing for the President of the United States. The President of the United States is not the king of the land. He's not the king of the land. Right? This ain't the British Empire where the king's rule is law or whatever, or queen or whoever's up there. The president, right? His word ain't law. He gotta go through the House, the Senate, you know, all that stuff. Like his if he proposes a bill, it can be vetoed by Congress and all them. Like, so he don't have the power that you would think he has, right? And they teach you this in school. The separation of powers, like, you know what I mean? They got three branches. The executive branch, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch. You know what I'm saying? The executive branch, that's the president. You know what I'm saying? The executive decisions. Legislative, that's all the laws and stuff. That's the Supreme Court. You know? Government, politicians, people who be writing and making laws and stuff. And the judicial, the people who enforce the law. That's the judges, the police. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to get y'all to see, without me really saying too much, because you know what I mean, YouTube is crazy with the censorship. Without really saying too much, nothing's going to change, because nothing ever changes. Barack Obama's whole campaign was change. We can believe in. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. No matter who you're voting for today, because this is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. No matter who you're voting for today, nothing is going to change. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope people come to this video, watch it, and comment and say, this video aged poorly. I'll be happy if that's the case. I would love for something to change for the better. I'm not going to say I want things to change for the worse. Who wants that? Sadistic, maniacal mofo. But look, right? Nothing's going to change for you. Tomorrow when you wake up, you still going to have to go to work. The cost of living is not going to decrease tomorrow. You know what I mean? You're not going to wake up tomorrow and all the people who were on the other side of the fence when it came to voting are going to, oh my God, we can't believe y'all won, and oh, y'all deserve it. And like, bro, it's probably going to be more chaos. People were probably going to be ready to fuss and fight and cuss and all type of nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, this election stuff, like, it's three things that are like this that I see people getting crazy over. Religion, politics, and sports. The tribalism that comes with these three venues where people come together. You can mark my words. You can share this video. You can dissect it, pick it apart. But what I'm telling you is, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. What do y'all... I love to hear it in the comment section. What do you think is going to change if Donald Trump gets into office? right, for the Trump supporters. And what do you think is going to change if Kamala Harris gets in office? For the Democrats or the people who, want to support that side of the same goddamn bird. You got to remember, they all work for the same government. They all work for the United States, allegedly. Right? The reality is, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they all play for the same team. Politics is really just theater. These people, when they not on TV, they all hang out together. They all go out to eat, have drinks and stuff. You know what I mean? They all in the same arena. They're all in the same profession. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who you associate with. You associate with the people that you're around, or the people that you're close to, or the people that you interact with the most. Right? Regardless if you think they're enemies because, the Republicans they believe in this, the Democrats, they believe in that. Bro, whatever they believe in, they don't believe in you, the American people. They don't. Why do they keep lying to you? Why do they keep lying to you? Why do politicians keep lying to you? Why can't they tell the truth? What's so hard about that? What is so hard about telling people the truth? I'm going to tell you why they can't tell the truth. Because if they told you the cold hard truth, if they told you what's really was going on, if they told you who paid them to have these talking points, or to present themselves in this manner, or to fight for these policies and disregard those, like, if you really knew what was really going on, you wouldn't waste your time voting. You wouldn't waste your time watching the political debates and political discussions. Right? I hear, like, I don't really get into that stuff because I know it's nonsense. It's George Carlin. George Carlin talked about this. You know what I mean? The big club and you ain't in it. Right? Y'all remember when COVID was going on? How these politicians was going out, hanging out at having parties and banquets and whatever, getting their hair cut, while we, you know what I'm saying, looking rough and messed up. Rules for thee and not for me. Right? Tomorrow, after the election is over, or when you're watching this, right? Tell me what changed. What changed? We still in a messed up situation. Education is still not there. Society is not going to change just because we change who's in office. Right? The president is there just so you got somebody to point the finger at, to point the blame. It's your fault. It's your fault, because if we didn't have one person to blame, we'd all be ready to run up like on January 6th. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have one person to point the finger at and say it's all on you, you better fix this. Right? But that's the reality. They're just there to take the blame when something goes wrong. I'm telling you. I am telling you. You don't have to believe me. Just let time keep going on. Just let time keep passing. Right? We've seen countless presidents fail. We've seen Joe Biden fail. Hard fail. George Bush, hard fail. Barack Obama, hard fail. Like, what has gotten better after any of these people got into office? what I noticed is when Barack Obama got in office, we started seeing more and more black people make the news in terms of being murdered. You know what I'm saying? That man was in office for 8 years. And during those 8 years, we saw so many melanated brothers and sisters being gunned down. It was almost as if they wanted to say to us, like, yeah, you got a black president, but that ain't gonna change the fact that we still killing y'all out here. We still running y'all down. We still mowing y'all down. We still, you know what I'm saying, can kill y'all and go back to work like nothing happened. I'll just get paid leave. You know what I'm saying? All the cop got to do is say I was fearing for my life. Right? That's still going to happen. Even after the election, that's still going to happen to you. Right? I hate to say it. But that's the reality. The reality is the only thing that's going to change in your life is you. And you got to choose that change. You got to be the change you want. You can't be expecting somebody to come and save you. Oh, they going to get in office. Everything's going to be better for us now. No, it's not. It's not going to be better for nobody. Only thing things is going to get better for you is if you do the work. You got to do the work. Barack Obama ain't saved no black people. Like Donald Trump ain't about to save no white people. Whenever it's election time, all they do is just travel from state to state, from place to place, and talk to the people directly. You know what I mean? But once they get in office, all that go away. Right? And where do these politicians come from? Like, where are they coming from? How do they qualify? How do you qualify to be someone who's worthy of being elected? I'll tell you, you got to be initiated. You got to be down with the get down. You got to be in with the in crowd. You got to be in the big club that everybody ain't in. The American people can't just pick whoever they want to be the president. If that was the case, Kanye West would have been president. If that was the case, Morgan Freeman probably would have been president. Leonardo DiCaprio could have been president. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Reagan was an actor before he was a president. You know what I'm saying? But the public didn't choose him. The people who y'all refer to as the elites, that's who chose them. The people with the money, the people with the power, the people with the influence, the people who control the judges and politicians, the people who pay the salary of the police, the people who have control of this society. Those are the ones who decide the 4 or 5 clowns that you get to choose from. All right? Y'all don't seem to understand. All this is a distraction. It's distracting you from taking care of what really matters in your own life. How much time did you focus on this political race? How much energy did you devote? How much of your life have you sacrificed to follow this campaign trail? Only to be disappointed at the end of it, regardless of who wins. Because you still got to deal with the same bullshit tomorrow. And it's going to still be that way. And honestly, it may get worse. It may get worse. Things got worse once Joe Biden got in office. After 9/11, when Bush was in office, security got tighter. Our privacies were stripped from us. Everything's monitored. Everything's recorded now. That's why there's cameras everywhere now. Whatever you put online is going to always be there. Right? That's why I don't understand like why people is going crazy doing all these crazy, committing crazy acts and crazy crimes on camera. There's a camera everywhere. Like I'm in a field right now, but there's probably a camera somewhere that can see me. All I'm saying is, before I close the curtains for the day, right? Because I got something I want to go do. I want you to really pay attention since you've already been doing it, right? After we get the verdict, I think it's in January where they tell us who the president is. When they actually get sworn in, like we're gonna find out who the president is, but they don't get sworn in. The inauguration is until I think like January or something. But yeah, right. If you really think your vote matters, if you really think this candidate that you voted for or didn't, whatever, is really gonna make things change, is really gonna is really gonna do what they said, come back here and just shit all over this video. Just tear me limb from limb. Piece me apart. I want it. Roast me. r/roast me. Because I really believe that nothing's going to change. It's going to always be the same thing. It's pattern recognition, baby. It's pattern recognition. Nothing's going to change. So, if you don't believe me, just keep living. Nothing's going to change. You're going to have to deal with the same stuff. The same inflationary problems, the same domestic violence, the same promiscuity, the same drugs, the same crime. But what do I know? I'm just some random black kid from some place in America. Whatever. Professor Hawk signing out. I hope that I'm wrong about this. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu.